Welcome to IMS Today, and I'm Abhanshu Dwivedi. Today we are coming to you from the 7th International Conference on the topic Technology Driven Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices, organized by IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus, where global experts are decoding one big question: how businesses, especially MSMEs, can stay relevant in a rapidly digitizing economy. And for this conversation, we have someone who just not study about marketing transformation, but has actually done in the grounds. Joining us today is Professor Dr. Phan Bao Yang, who is the Vice President and Dean of the Faculty of Marketing at the Ho Chi Minh City University of Economics and Finance, and also the Vice President of Ho Chi Minh City Advertising Association. We welcome you, sir, at IMS today.
Thank you very much for inviting me and also introducing me in the very correct pronunciation of my name. I think it's a very important for the marketing when you understand clearly with the audience. And yes, it's my first time to be here, not only in Ghaziabad but also in India. I start to be the marketing as a I work as an event management more than 20 years ago. I serve a lot with the corporate, a lot of companies, and then I start to work for the local government. And during the time when I have to receive the brief and also I analyze the brief, I understand that whenever I do the event or I do the marketing, I do the communication, everything should be from the understanding clearly the audience. So that's why more and more I involve into the research or the marketing and branding.
Professor Yang, you have built a rare bridge between academia and real industry experience. So, what was that main reason that made you incline towards marketing communications and destination branding as your core focus?
As I mentioned with the introduction before, I really want to understand more about the audience, about how they want from us, about how we make the difference for our clients. So that's why I'm not only the practicing, I'm not only working as a like a company, but then I found out that if I want to go further with that, I mean the communication, branding and marketing, I have to do a lot of research. So that's why I apply for the master classes and then PhD. And both master and PhD I do with the theme on the branding and marketing. I'm not very likely with the other people. I work a lot both for the corporate and also the government. I work for the agriculture ministry. So I found out that every client, they have their own pain points. So the more I involve into this, how can I say, universe, I feel so many, interest. I feel so many energy for me. And then, I started teaching from 2019. So I felt that not only working, but if I have the chance to teach my student, I bring my student during my journey to serve the clients. So I think that's a great mission that I have to follow.
Because knowing the audience means knowing and making the market your own. Today we were a lot talking about digital transformation. So, but it is often treated as a buzzword. According to you, according to marketing and customer engagement lens, what are the realistic and measurable gains MSME can expect from the digital adoption?
You know that in Vietnam we don't have the M, mean micro. We only have the SME. But here you include the micro, mean a lot of very, very super small companies. So I think digitalization is really important for them. Because you can see that with the marketing, like during the COVID-19, the scope of work of the people who work in the marketing and branding, sometimes it's not a priority to invest. I have to say that. The people, the company, they try to invest into the sales. They try to invest into the product. So then, with the COVID-19, they have to minimize the expense. And then marketing and branding is not a priority. But, and then, you can see that the new trend that everything include in one. I mean, multitask. Yeah, the multitask. So if the SME, we apply the digitalization. So you can recruit a guy who can do a lot of things. And so that's why, like during my curriculum in my university, we try to offer a lot to my student, from the principles to the tactical. And with the digitalization, I believe that the company, they can save a lot of cost. They don't have to pay separately with the content. They don't have to pay separately with the data analysis. They don't have to pay separately with the designer. Everything, include. One guy with a marketing mindset, they can do everything with the support of AI. But we also mentioned a lot about the ethic, how we use it, how can I say, with the best way. So that's about the education. So we have to teach the student how to use it as much as possible with the ethic, not a copy machine.
Yeah, that's totally right. Sir, today our conference focused on digital transformation roadmap for MSMEs. What should be the ideal phased or step-by-step roadmap for a traditional MSME that wants to become digitally competitive but don't want to overspend?
Okay. Let's think, if you're the owner of the company, what should you do?
I don't want to spend much.
Yeah, certainly. So then you have to do
I'll
that
be
by
cutting
yourself,
my-
right? You
yeah.
have to do that by yourself. Yes,
I'll
I
be
think
doing by myself. I'll be cutting the cost from major things.
Exactly. So with the supporting a lot from AI, from the digitalization, you can see that we save time, we save cost, and it can give the opportunity for each of the owner of the company. They have to learn by themselves, right? Before, we only focus in one major, one like competency of each people. For example, you are a graduate from the HR. If you found the company with, you are focused in the HR, and then you can recruit the other people. But now everything include in one of you. So the first thing that the owner of the MSME, they have to learn by themselves and non-stop, right? Long life learning. I have to say that. And the second is that certainly a company, an organization cannot run by only one or two or three people. You have to recruit the very right person. And because when you want to recruit the right person, it means you have to draw a very clear structure, and then you can recruit the right person and you put them into the right job. And I think the last thing about the roadmap, like in on the situation, I think we have to keep the ethic. We have to keep the kindness. Even that's the supported from the digitalization or not. So we have to prove that the human being still have a kindness. So with the leading of the kindness, with the support of AI, you can do it better and better.
Yeah, means that we need to start from learning, and then we will be making people in the right place, choosing the right.
Well governance, and then you can recruit the right person to save the cost, right? And then we have to keep the very human being part, that the kindness, to lead everything for your activity, for your own activity in your organization and company.
Sir, you work deeply with universities and industry. Where do you think higher education system need to evolve to prepare students and entrepreneurs for the digital business ecosystem?
Well, to answer this one, you just look around your campus, how the student, they practice every minute. For example, they practice with me with the say hi, networking, to give me like a handshaking,
Okay.
That's it. That's what really, really important, that we have to practice every day. Don't let the knowledge just in the book. You have to bring it in the life. Especially with the digitalization era, you have to do it every day because you see that the technology they change all the day, all the time,
Yeah.
every second, every
Every second.
minute.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing I think, back to the previous of my answer, that we have to keep the kindness. So with
Humanity.
with the student, they have to be taught about ethic, to be honest, to be kind to the other people, to be kind to the job they're working, they're involved to.
Yes, sir. Making books alive is the first thing we need to.
You have to bring it. For example, you have to read it. I myself like it. Whenever I teach my student, I open the book. I say, "Hey, my kids. So how you apply? How you see this lesson in your real life?"
Yeah.
So we
They will be
interact,
interacting.
and we use the case study, and and then we can dip into the lesson easily. And I think that honor student they like it. They don't want it like study by heart, and then after the examination they don't remember anything. They forget everything. Yeah. So especially with with the digitalization, we have so many knowledge, we have so many data, we have so many information. So bring it into real life.
So, how was your experience in the conference in India till now? Whatever you have discussed, what you have seen in India, the culture and all, which we tried to showcase you. So, how do you feel about that?
Like I got my visa the last day. The last day of the lunar, calendar in Vietnam, no one working. But then the consulate, they opened only for me to get the visa. So I think I have the destiny. I have
Connection.
connection with India.
Yeah.
Is the very, very first sign of me. And when I was home, I thought Indian and India, like, you really smart. Yeah, you're very hardworking. But here, when I'm here, from the airports, when I take the arrival, I was take care of Mr. Naraj. He waits for me until like 3 a.m. and bring me to the hotel. And then for the next day, I met my shadow. Like how can I say, he's super supportive. And I have to say that India, through the IMS student and also the staff, you show me a very warm welcome, a great hospitality. And this today is the third day of the Vietnam Lunar New Year. And usually we don't go out in the New Year. And I feel a little bit, like pity to my family that I cannot stay with my family in the New Year's. But then when I'm here, you welcome me as a member of the family. That's a really, 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 I don't know how to say, but it's really good memory of my life. The second is, like food. I travel a lot. Before I went to Philippines, and they treat me all the time with the food. They say, okay, it's the time for the breakfast, a huge breakfast, and then they say, okay, it's the time for a snack, a very big snack, but here, even bigger, much more than, the other country I ever seen. And I felt that I'm not very, because, when I was in Vietnam, my friend said that, oh, you have to bring the instant noodle because of the Indian food, strong, not easy for you to eat, but it's wrong, it's wrong for me. Now I can say that I can eat everything you serve me so far. And I think, everything changing to me about the people, about the country, and especially last evening, the student and also the staff show me a very rich culture show with the video, and then everything changing with the geography, with the costume. I love it. I have to say that. Like I have 1 week. For this time, I have 1 week. Before I planned to go a lot of places, but now I decided to stay in here and also Delhi only because I want to understand more about the people, about the country. And absolutely, I will apply for the another visa to go longer. I go to the north, I go to the south, and have to double check with the video so that they tell me the truth or not. But I believe it is a truth.
Be waiting for you for that, and
Yeah.
you will be very happy to welcome you again for long time.
Yeah, and also the conference. I have to say that you have a very well organization. Like with the content, with the journals, with the abstract, with the keynotes, with every presentation from participant, it's really good quality. I do appreciate for inviting me here, and I hope that I can get you in Vietnam to show back our hospitality. And again, thank you very much.
It would be very great for us too. Thank you so much, sir, for giving the practical guidance and sharing your experience with us. It was truly fantastic for me talking to you.
Thanamat Namaste.